I had an interesting encounter with a young policewoman the other day. I mean, she was polite, she was professional, but she was very pointed with her questions. I mean, she just came right out and said to me, "Have you got any weapons on you today, sir?" "Weapons?" I said. No weapons. Are you sure, sir? Maybe a knife?" "A knife?" I said. "No. Would you mind if I took a look inside your bag?" "Not at all," I said. So she takes my bag, she unzips it, rifles around for all of a second, and a hand comes out holding this large red penknife. "Is this yours, sir?" she says. Well, there's no point in denying it. It was in my bag, and it does have my name engraved on the back in big silver letters. So it was turning into one of those good news, bad news kind of a days, really. The good news is that my beloved red Swiss Army knife, my mammy had bought it for me when I was just 10 years old. I thought it was lost, but now it had been found. The bad news is it was found at the security checkpoint on the way into the Houses of Parliament. You know, when a crisis hits, it's too late to prepare. You need a well-oiled process to manage your response. And I wasn't quite sure how this policewoman was going to respond. She was still smiling. The same couldn't be said for her two colleagues stood behind her holding the Heckler & Koch submachine guns. But I wasn't sure what she was going to do. But she put my knife in her drawer and she bent down and she picked up a pad of paper and she began to write on it. And then she handed it to me and said, "Here you go, sir. Here's a receipt for your property. You go and have your meeting. And when you're finished, hand this in on the way out to one of my colleagues and we'll return your property. Move along." Now, I'm not sure what shocked me the most, actually. The fact that I've been caught trying to smuggle a weapon into the Houses of Parliament. Or the fact that it's something that clearly happens so often, the police have a well-oiled process for dealing with it. "Here's a receipt for your weapon, sir. Pick them up on your way home." When a crisis hits, it's too late to try and work out how to respond. You need a well-oiled process to deal with the situation. Now, when I was caught smuggling a weapon into the Houses of Parliament, the police didn't overreact. They didn't underreact. I mean, they could have dived over the barriers, wrestled me to the ground, and then looked at each other in bewilderment and said, "Well, what should we do now?" "I don't know. Shall we shoot him?" Fortunately not. They already knew what to do. Think about what happens in your building when the fire alarm goes off. Everybody knows what to do. They all stand up, they walk outside, they go into the car park, and they stand to look at firemen. Because everybody loves to look at firemen, right? Especially you. I can see you're getting excited about it. Because on a day when there was no fire, on a day when there was no excitement, somebody sat down and worked out the process to be followed so that everybody got out of the building safely and everybody got a turn looking at firemen. And the same is true, actually, the same principle can be applied to any aspect of your business and any aspect of your life. It's not just about health and safety. Think what could possibly go wrong that would seriously damage your business. The IT systems go down again for more than 4 hours. A very high-profile but negative review on social media. How about a key member of staff suddenly decides to leave? When a crisis comes, and it will, it's too late on the day to try and work out how you're going to respond. You need a process that's well-oiled by practice, much like you do with your fire alarms. And then when that day comes, you will already know what to do, and you'll be able to manage the process successfully. Thank you.